Hey guys, this is my first attempt at a live video. So I bought the Eric Gale's signature guitar amp. It's called the DV Raw Dawg EG, and I just got done testing it and comparing it to some other amps for YouTube, and I thought I would show Facebook how it sounds. It's a single channel clean amplifier, and just bass, mid, treble, reverb, and volume. So that's all I need. I like a good clean amplifier, and I like how it sounds. I'm running it through the Carvin, just using the Carvin as a cabinet. It's got 2 Celestions in it. So you know, it's a really really nice clean amp. It's loud. Some of the reviews that I read of it said that it doesn't do well with humbuckers, and it doesn't do well with gain and distortion. But my experience today has been that it sounds great with them. So here it is with some overdrive. So it sounds great with the overdrive. And then we'll just it sounds great with both overdrive and distortion. So I don't know what those reviews were talking about, saying that it didn't. But of course, most important to me is a good clean sound. Volume 4 here, and it's more than loud enough for the church that I'm doing this in. I'm using the Madcat here, but let's go get the Strat. Try the Strat. Got my old black Strat here that you guys have probably seen before. I'm a fan of it. So again, it's just the head. I'm using it through the Carvin just because the Carvin's got Celestions in it. I did a YouTube video earlier where I did it through another cab that I have that has Jensen's in it. The Jensens actually sound better, but I wanted to try it with the Celestians too. Yeah, I think they go for about $400. They were on sale at Guitar Center for $309, which is, in my opinion, that's a great deal for a guitar head. For those who just joined, I'm demoing the Eric Gale's signature guitar amp that I just bought. Wanted to check it out and see what I thought, and figured I'd share it with YouTube and Facebook. I see some guitar players watching. This is my first live video, by the way, so I'm all new to... is that Jeff Poe? If memory serves, he was a legendary drummer on a lot of 90s gospel records, if I've got the name right. If I'm thinking of the right person. I'm not used to this live stuff, so I'm looking at all this little tiny little text there. Yeah, I'm just going to continue demoing the amp. Again, Eric Gale's signature Raw Dog guitar head, just through a random Carvin cab with Celestians in it. Yeah, somebody just joined up. It's the Eric Gale's signature amp. I need to figure out how to get it to show better on camera, so you guys can, you know what, let me just real quick turn some of these lights off and see if that helps. This church got some really bright lights. Hold on. Is that any better? Can you see the amp head better? Looks like that helped a little bit. My face is now even whiter than it was. It's absolutely clean. So I'll show you guys too. I also bought, because I plan on returning one, the Quilter tone block, because a lot of the reviews of the Eric Gale's compared it. Asking you shall receive. Some overdrive and then some distortion. Earlier when I was doing the YouTube video. And then the distortion. Saying, I bought the Quilter tone block too. I got them both the scratch and dent models, real cheap. But I'm still going to return the Quilter because even though some of the reviewers on Guitar Center and all that were saying that the Quilter was better, that's why I got them both. But I like the Eric Gale's way better. There's just It sounds like an amp. It sounds like, you know, like playing with a good amp, you know. And for the price point, and for the fact, I know that Kevin Wilson and some others will hate on the fact that it's solid state. I like solid state because I like for gigs that are not like important, super important, like just doing gigs around town, church gigs, bar gigs, stuff like that. I like not having to worry about are my tubes going to be okay if I bring the amp in out of the cold and then turn it on? You know, when do I got to replace my tubes? I like not having to worry about that. And so I've always liked good solid state amps. My favorite is the old Yamaha here, old beast Yamaha. But and I can show you what that sounds like too. But the Yamaha is way too heavy to gig with. It's built like a tube amp. It was from when they first had solid state guitar amps, and it's built like a tube amp, so it's just as heavy as a tube amp. So let me see if I got enough wire on this to show you. Nope. Well, let me unplug it. I'll show you a close up of the Eric Gales. Now I got enough wire. Eric Gales signature. I got it scratch and dent for, I think, $275, $285, something like that. New, they're $400. You guys didn't see that. Nobody saw that. That didn't happen. So, what was I saying? Oh, I broke my strap. Okay. Well, nobody saw that. New, they're like $400, but the Guitar Center had them on sale for $309, which when I found out that Eric Gales had a signature amp, I was expecting it to be a lot more expensive. So I'm going to play a little more. I'm going to try to keep an eye on these comments because you guys know this is my first live stream. I'm new to live streaming. You know, that's why I'm dropping guitars and stuff. Well, we're going to need to tune that back up. So how many guitar players are actually watching? I know I saw a couple. Kevin, Joanne, Neil was in back there a little bit. You guys remember when I used to play with Darnell Davis and the Remnant? This was my favorite song. Watching, I'm demonstrating the Eric Gales DV Raw Dog signature amplifier. It's a single channel clean guitar amp. I think it's like 250 watts. It's loud. It's plenty loud. I've been on 4 or 5 the entire time I've been in this big old church, and never even thought to turn it higher than that. If you can't see, I've got the bass on about 8 and the mids and treble on about 5. I got the reverb off because it's a very echoey room. The one thing I don't like about this amp is the reverb. The reverb is very fake and digital sounding, but I'm the wrong one to ask about that because I don't like reverb. I've played in so many echoey churches and echoey venues that I'm used to not using reverb, so I don't particularly like it. So I'm the wrong person to review reverb, But yeah, I don't like that reverb. I'll show you guys the reverb. If you can probably tell, because it's echoey room, like I said. That's all the way up, mind you, because that's the only way you're going to hear a difference here. But so for those that are just joining, I'm going to add overdrive and distortion again. I'm dropping guitars, I'm dropping phones. That's not my fault, though. I just vibrated that off that speaker. Are you guys still with me? I don't know how live stream works. I don't know if when that happens, if it stops. You guys still there? I think it's still working. I'm new to this. Don't make fun of me. That's the overdrive distortion. Yeah, the reviewers that said it didn't sound good with overdrive and distortion, I don't know what they were on. The other thing that the reviews said that were negative was that it doesn't sound good with what's up, Kenny Diggs, one of the absolute best bass players in the world for sure, just joined in. Kenny, I have Eric Gale's signature amplifier that I'm testing and demonstrating. Just bought it, and it's a single channel clean amp that's designed that you use pedals with it. And the reviews were that it sounded good clean, but didn't sound as good with overdrive and distortion, and didn't sound as good with single coil, or excuse me, humbuckers. It sounded good with single coil, not with humbuckers, but I disagree. I think it sounds great across the board. I'm going to go get one last guitar. I'm going to go get the guitar with the dual humbuckers and show you guys how it sounds with that. You guys can judge for yourselves. So you guys have probably seen this before. This is my Schecter. It's a PRS copy. I bought it when all my gear was stolen just because I needed a guitar in a hurry, and it was there. And it's a surprisingly great guitar. I've used it on sessions, I've used it on the road, and I'm a single coil guy, but I actually really like this guitar. I'm trying to treble up a little bit and the bass down a little bit. Said that it would fart out when you used humbuckers, but I don't think it does. I think it sounds great. So then here again we'll add some gain. Down a little bit because the humbuckers are a lot hotter. Never use a crate solid state amp, David. Crate made some actually great tube amps. The Crate Vintage Club series are underrated amps, but Crate solid state amps are terrible. So yeah, no. Just say no to Crate. So I don't know what the reviewers were talking about, saying it doesn't sound good with gain and it doesn't sound good with humbuckers. Because, I mean, you guys tell me what you think, but that sounds great to me. Back to the Madcat, because that's my favorite guitar. At least of the ones I brought today, but probably out of all of them. I brought these guitars because these are the ones I gig with the most often or do sessions with the most often. Strat's the most versatile. This is just a really great sounding guitar. And then when I do need a dual humbucker guitar, that Schecter comes in the clutch. I have a 335, but that's not something I would really take out of the studio very much, you know, because that's you can crush one of those by looking at it. And as you saw, I already dropped a guitar and a phone while we were here today, so I'm not the person that needs to be taking fragile guitars on the road. Very bright now that I got used to that, used to the... So for anybody who's new watching, I am playing around with the Eric Gale's Raw Dawg signature amplifier. As soon as I found out that Eric Gale's had his own amplifier, I had to try one, and it's exactly what I was hoping it would be, and I love it. I'm glad I got it. I'll definitely be using it on the road. Unlike what Kevin Wilson said, I'm going to use it in places besides just where people spill beer in it. Yeah, I'm very pleased with it. I'll let you guys hear it some more. Another legend is watching. David Blakely is got to be one of the greatest living organists in music, period. Honored to have to know him and work with him and stuff like that. And what's up? Am I allowed to call you Uncle David? I don't know now. There's been some controversy about referring to elder statesmen as auntie and uncle. So, you know, but I'm honored to work with him. There's been a lot of great musicians watching. How many guitar players are? If there's actually some guitar players watching that are interested in the Eric Gale's amp, definitely comment. Let me know. Let me know if you even knew about it, because I didn't know about it until like a week ago. Kevin Wilson had a live stream, and somebody commented on it and talked about it, and I was like, oh, I got to check that out. So let me know, those of you who have heard about it and those of you who haven't. What's up, little bro? My god brother, a great drummer, originally from Chicago, now in Texas. What's up, little bro? I miss you. played with any other toys besides just the overdrive and distortion. I got the flashlight phaser for those gigs when you need the flashlight phaser. I got that on here, and I got the Bootsy. And wah-wah, I guess we never tried it with wah-wah. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't sound good with wah-wah. But since I got it here, my first live stream. How can I see who's watching? If I push this, will that tell me? I'm not sure what I just did. So, for those, anybody new join, this is the Eric Gale signature Raw Dog guitar amplifier. I'm running it through this Carvin just as a cabinet. The Carvin is not being used as an amp. This is just, this is the amp here. And just a single channel clean amp, so I'm using pedals for overdrive and distortion, and I love it. I'm happy with the purchase. I think based on what I saw in interviews that Eric said he was looking for, I think the company that made it nailed it, because he wanted a loud, clean, solid state amp that just sounded good and had that sparkle. And that's what I've always wanted. My only thing is I wish it came in a combo, and I even emailed the company and said if they had a combo I'd buy it right away. I'm probably going to take one of these Carvin cabinets and take the Carvin out and put the Eric Gales in there, because why not? So, yeah, I'm going to play around with it a little more. It's late, and I don't even know what time it is, but I've had a very long day, so I'm not going to be sticking around too much more, but I will definitely... What is going on? I got some... I told you this is my first live stream, so I don't know what all this stuff means on the screen. There's some stuff just popping up. So I'm going to play around a little more, let you guys hear it, get used to the sound of it, and then pack it up and head home. just joining us, I am demonstrating the Eric Gale signature Raw Dog guitar amplifier, and it's just a clean, loud guitar head. I'm running it through this Carvin just as a cabinet, and I'm using pedals for distortion and overdrive, and I love it. It's exactly what both the company and what Eric Gale said it would be. I think it's great. I'm going to be fooling around with some different cabinets to see what I like best. You know, I'm much more of a combo guy. This is my first head, but I'm all for it. So I'll show some distortion and some overdrive. Hey guys, see I got some new people. I'm demonstrating the Eric Gale's Raw Dog signature guitar amplifier. It's a clean single channel amplifier. I'm running it through the Carvin just as a cabinet. The Carvin's not being used, just the speakers. And I'm a fan. So I'm going to put a longer version of this up on YouTube. Thanks, Sydney, I see you. And I'm going to wrap it up soon because it's getting late. But I just wanted to demonstrate this while I had a chance and test out Livestream. I've never done Livestream before. It's all new to me. I just figured out how to show my clock, and I need to get out of here and get home. So I really appreciate everybody that's been watching. I'd love to hear your input on the amp, especially if you're a guitar player. And I got to figure out how to end the live stream, because I've never done this before. So there's got to be a button down here, right?